Previously on One Life to Live.
Max Holden is no son of mine. He's gonna wish he never tried to be.
Blair and I are connected for life by this child. You are out of the picture.
It's about the investigation into Colin's death. I need to take a sample of your hair.
Jessica just gave us a sample of her hair. I'd like to get one from each of you, too. It's a simple request, ladies. But if either of you have any questions...
I do. Why do you need hair samples from me and Jen? Are we suspects in Colin's murder?
Well, at this point, everyone is a suspect.
Except Jessica, right? She's your niece.
Yeah, but I told you she's already volunteered a sample.
How noble. You go into your uncle's office and then suddenly he wants hair samples for my mother and me? What did you tell him?
Yes, I'd like to know what you told him.
Would you back off, both?
No, it's okay, Will. I didn't do anything wrong. Bo wanted a sample of my hair, and I gave it to him.
And now I need one from you and from you.
But you found Colin's body in some box in a warehouse. What could they have to do with it?
Well, nothing, I hope. But the medical examiner found blonde hair on MacIver's body.
How long?
Not long enough to rule you out, so I want to find whoever that hair belongs to. If you two need help, I can get somebody from forensics to come in.
Absolutely not. You aren't getting anything from us.
Let me ask you something, Lindsay. If neither of you had anything to do with MacIver's death, then why not?
Blonde hairs were found on Colin's body.
Yes.
And you are asking for a sample of mine?
Well, you and several others, yeah.
Melanie, you okay?
Whoa, easy, easy.
No, I'm sorry, I just...
You all right?
I just got straight out of surgery here. I haven't eaten anything. I guess I'm just a little shaky.
Well, after we finish this, you should get yourself something to eat.
I think that Dr. MacIver would be very happy to give you a hair sample down at the station when she has a free moment.
Something wrong with right now?
Well, I think that it's not very sanitary here, and it might affect your chain of evidence. As a lawyer, I would advise her to wait and do it down at the station, just to make sure that everything's done by the book.
All right, Counselor. Melanie, please do this today. Bo would like all the samples in the lab before the weekend. And, take care of yourself. Ladies.
Bye, Todd.
Sorry that I fell apart like that. I guess I just need something to eat, that's all.
Melanie MacIver, you could have had a whole stack of pancakes, a Western omelet, and a pot of coffee. And that still wouldn't have changed your reaction when he told you about those blonde hairs found on Colin's body. And I think I know why.
Yeah, it's me. I'm expecting company any second. Don't talk, you just listen. I'm halfway out the door. I'm heading east. Now, you stay just where you are. I'll be there before you know it. I got a lot of catching up to do. I'll see you.
Who was that?
Who was what?
I just wondered who you were talking to on the phone.
Oh, I was ordering a pizza with everything on it.
All that cholesterol, it'll kill you.
It's for you.
I thought you might have been talking to your pilot.
Why? I'm not going anywhere.
I was down at the office and saw that you ordered the jet all fueled up and ready to go. I thought that if you were going to go take care of some BE business, that maybe I could tag along and help out.
I run my own company, Holden.
I'm part of that company too, Asa. And I'm a part of this family along with that baby that Blair is carrying. And we're all the family you got left, whether you want to admit it or not.
Daddy, what's wrong?
You know what starts a nightmare?
But it's not even night yet.
Doesn't need to be night to be a nightmare. Yeah, I know you don't get it. But you'll understand when you're grown up.
Then I don't want to be a grown-up.
Me either. What are you doing? Shouldn't you go pack a suitcase?
Yeah, only I don't know how much to pack. How long are we going on vacation anyway?
Better make it 2 suitcases, because I think we're going to go away for a while. It's going to be a long while.
Where are we going first?
I don't care, wherever you want to go.
Florida!
No, I am not going to.
Reptile Land!
That doesn't sound too bad. Get the door. All right, I'll get the door, but you gotta pack, okay? Go pack.
Okay.
What do you want?
I want to talk about what's...
Okay, fine, let's talk. So, what's it like having Max's baby? Nice talking to you. Taya! Oh, it's you.
You know, Todd, haven't we had enough not communicating here?
Well, apparently not, although I'm doing the best I can.
A lot has happened since you found me with Max. We said some horrible things. And all of it could have been avoided if we had just sat down and talked about it.
Wouldn't have changed the fact that you had Max's kid in your gut. You know, I was such a sucker. I actually believed in you, even after Max told me that he knocked you up. I actually believed that it might have been some kind of a scam to get Max to drop the charges.
That's what it was, Todd. That's exactly it. That's exactly what I was doing.
Hey, so when are you going to get over this anger you have against me?
Well, let me tell you something. When you blackmail someone, you got to expect a little anger.
You going to tell me you never played a little hardball against another Buchanan?
You threatened to go to the police and tell them I put a hit out on Ben Davison. That is not hardball, pal. That is jail time.
Only if it happens. Come on, Asa, we'll work something out before it comes to that.
You think so, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. In the meantime, why take it out on your next grandkid?
Because he is not mine.
Why? Because no blood ties? Give me a break. Kevin, Joey, what? They're adopted. Big deal. You made them Buchanans. They're Buchanans just like you are.
Sure. I turned them into real Buchanans.
So do the same for my kids. Why not?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because the old man's a damn con artist.
So I caught my way into the family. Big deal. You took me in, totally. And now that you and Renee are split, well, I think I'm all you got. How many wives is that anyway? What was it? There was Olympia, there was Samantha, Delilah, Becky Lee, Pamela, Renee, Blair, Alex again, and Renee again. You keep this up, I'm gonna have to start counting on my toes.
You're really trying to tick me off, aren't you, Holden? What about your damn track record? Sky, Tina, Blair, Gabrielle, one she-devil after the next. And now you're sleeping solo, too.
See how much we have in common? Who deserves the name more than I do?
You really believe what you're saying, don't you?
Could you doubt it?
I did. Now? I don't know. There might be something to it.
John didn't upset me.
Yeah, he did. You got upset as soon as you found out there were blonde hairs found on Colin's body.
Just the idea of Colin's death upset me. I mean, he was my husband.
Yes, it's very upsetting when you find out someone you know has died.
That's all it was.
No,
That
that's
and
not.
missing breakfast.
No, it wasn't. It was something about blonde hairs found on Colin's body. Melanie, are you afraid of what Bo might find out when he tests those hairs?
Are you accusing me of something?
No, I'm not accusing you of anything. You know that. Melanie, do you think that Lindsay killed Colin?
That was a cheap shot, Bo. Jen and I had nothing to do with Colin's death. We don't have anything to hide.
So why don't you both give me a sample, and then you can be on your merry way?
Because it's not going to prove anything. Even if they found a blonde hair on Colin's body, it doesn't mean it came from the killer's head.
No, of course it doesn't. But this hair was not found on his shoulder. See, it was embedded under his fingernails.
So?
So that suggests a struggle to me.
But not necessarily a murder.
But it's safe to say it was a lot more than just a friendly chat. How much more? That's what I want to ask the person that left it behind.
Okay, Bo, come on. This is crazy. My mother did not kill Colin, and neither did Jen.
So if they both give me a sample, then that will rule them both out. Now, Jessica gave me a sample with no trouble.
Oh, I'm sure she did. I think Jen was onto something before. Maybe this all came as a surprise to Jessica, and maybe it didn't, but I think she knows that there's no way you're going to put a Buchanan behind bars.
Mom, come on.
Who's taking cheap shots now, Lindsay? I put my own father in a cell because of what he did to your son.
After you heard Ace's confession on a tape. And it's a good thing you did, because the man is a menace. My daughter isn't, and neither am I, and you're not getting anything from us.
Are you afraid of something, Lindsay?
Yes, I am. I'm afraid that you're going to try to railroad me the way you did when you falsely accused me of Jessica's hit and run.
It's a totally different situation.
Yes, it certainly was. I couldn't trust you then. How can I trust you now? If you want a hair sample from us, you're going to have to get a court order.
Well, you got yourself a deal. Get the DA. Tell him I'm going to need that.
Are you saying you could see me as a Buchanan?
That is not what I said.
Well, I said I deserve to be one. You said you see my point. What's that mean?
It means that I was kind of thinking out loud, and it don't mean that the war is over.
I'd settle for a ceasefire. You know, my next kid's going to be crawling around this place in about a year. It would be nice to know that he can do that without being swallowed whole by his grandpa.
I am not his grandpa. As a matter of fact, I'm nobody's grandpa anymore.
Well, you could be. This is your last chance, Asa. My next kid could be your last chance to raise the next generation of Buchanans. Unless you don't think you're up to it anymore.
You kidding? You give me a baby with a good grip and a pair of strong lungs. I'll make him king of this world.
With my help, sure.
Whoa. No deal.
I'm sorry I'm part of the package.
Well, I guess every kid needs a pa, but you are sure one lousy example of a father.
Well, listen, you think whatever you want, but I love my kids.
Let's say that I do come around. There's one more problem.
What's that?
Blair. She tried to kill me. She tried to kill you. She part of the deal? There is no deal.
So, what, all of this is just some way for you to con Max?
Well, Kelly and me. Yeah, we figured if we could make Max believe that I was really pregnant with his child.
Then he would pull all the strings he could to keep you from going to prison.
Yeah. Todd, I never meant to hurt you. You gotta believe me.
No, I do.
You do? Oh, thank God. Todd, I was going to tell you everything as soon as I knew that I could beat the rap.
That doesn't matter. You're telling me now.
Yes, and everything's just gotten so complicated.
Well, none of that means anything. I mean, the point is that you're not pregnant.
No, I didn't mean to get pregnant. Look, you just don't understand.
Okay, make me understand. Are you pregnant or not?
Yes. Max didn't trust me, so he dragged me down to the hospital and made me take another test, and then it turns out that I'm really pregnant. Todd, you know, I'm as devastated as you are. And that's what I came to tell you. I never wanted this. I never planned this.
What makes you think I care at all about what you want? It is what it is.
Get your hand off that phone, Christian, now. If you ever do anything like that again, I will arrest you for interfering with a police investigation.
Sorry, I just don't see why you're making such a big deal about some blonde hair.
It's common practice in a murder case. And I'm not making a big deal out of it. The people out there that are trying to stop me, they're making the big deal out of it.
But you're wasting your time, Bo. She didn't do it.
Who didn't?
None of them. We know who did it.
Do we?
Yeah, RJ. It has to be. When you found Colin's body in that warehouse, in a crate that you had seen at the break bar.
I found MacIver's body in a crate that looked like the one that was at the break bar. Now, naturally, RJ says that it wasn't.
You think it was?
No, what I think does not matter. Only what I can prove matters. Right now, we've got nothing on RJ. He wasn't at the warehouse. Those two guys that we arrested, they won't finger him. We cannot tie RJ to the warehouse.
But he sent me to that warehouse. It couldn't be a coincidence.
RJ's lawyer will say that that's exactly what it was. We don't have the evidence to prove that it wasn't. The only evidence we have right now are those blonde hairs that we found on MacIver's body. And I'm going to go out on a limb right now, Christian, and I'm going to guess that those hairs did not come from RJ.
No, but they could have come from a friend of his.
What friend?
Lindsay. I've seen them together lots of times.
Sam, where the hell are you? Your family needs you. We need a lawyer. Call me as soon as you get this message.
Hey, Jess, now trust me, this is not what you think.
Something's going on, Will. Look at your mom. She's totally freaked.
Mom, are you okay?
I will be when your father gets here. This is all your fault. What did you say to Bo?
Nothing that has to do with you or Jen.
Well, this hair sample business certainly has something to do with us. If you hadn't volunteered yours, Bo wouldn't be hounding us for ours.
What do you expect me to do?
I expect you to do what's right, which always turns out to be what's wrong for everyone else.
Mom.
Look, I didn't mean to hurt anybody, Lindsay. I just did what my uncle asked me to do, okay? And to be honest with you, it was very easy because I'm not the killer. Someone else isn't so lucky. Right, Lindsay?
I can imagine how upset you'd be if you thought that if you thought that your sister was responsible for killing your ex-husband.
We don't know that for sure.
Yeah, but that's what you're afraid of, isn't it? You're afraid that those blonde hairs that were found on Colin's body were left behind by Lindsay.
You know what? I really can't talk about this right now.
Then don't. Just go right down to the station and give them a sample.
I don't know if I have the strength.
Find it. Because if Lindsay did kill Colin, there's nothing you can do to change that. Bo is going to find out the truth, sooner or later.
Yeah.
Then go down to the station and give them a sample. So that Bo can rule you out as a suspect as soon as possible. That way he can concentrate on who the real killer may be. Otherwise...
Otherwise what?
Lainey, if you don't voluntarily hand over a hair sample, Bo is going to have to go and get a court order. How do you think that's going to make him feel? What's he going to think about you? What is that going to do to your relationship? Are you willing to risk your relationship with Bo in order to protect your sister Lindsay? She's not worth it. Go down to the station, give him a sample of your pretty hair, and let things work out the way they do. Everything's going to be okay.
I still can't believe this has happened.
No, it's good. Because now you can have your kid, and I can have mine.
And what is that supposed to mean?
I don't even have to feel bad now about taking Star and going away.
Where?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll get Star out of town for a little while, like a week, 2 weeks. Okay, a month. Not 2 months. Half a year
What
at
are
the
you planning,
outside.
Todd?
A vacation with my daughter.
Our daughter. All right? And no matter what you do, it doesn't give you the right to hurt me.
Me? Me. What about Star, huh? This whole time we've been promising her a mommy and a daddy and a baby brother.
You have been promising
Don't change
her
the
that.
subject. Now, how do you think she's going to feel when we tell her that her mommy's going to have a baby only with the wrong daddy?
I told you that I will tell her
What, like you
my
told
own
me?
way.
Oh, that'll be real good.
I know how you feel.
You have no idea how I feel.
And I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're not.
Yes, I am sorry.
But you will be soon.
I am very, very sorry. I can't help that I'm pregnant, but I am.
Get out. Right now.
No, I am sorry, Todd. I am very sorry. I'm sorry that you're angry, and I'm sorry that you're hurt.
I'm not hurt.
But it doesn't give you the right to kidnap my daughter.
My daughter, and I'm not kidnapping her. I'm protecting her.
Yeah, from what?
From the sight of you being hauled off to prison.
No, it'd never work. A Buchanan with a gunslinger, no good, murdering tramp for a mother. Kid'd be a head case from the get-go. I don't like it one bit.
Oh, hold on. Maybe there's another way.
What?
The baby without Blair.
Oh, well, how do you plan to pull that off? You think that you're going to take that baby away from Blair without a fight? Then you do not know her.
Well, Blair's headed for a stretch in Statesville. That's not what I call the mommy track.
Well, if I know Blair, I know she's going to figure a way to wiggle out of those charges. Then she's going to take that baby and raise it herself. Unless, of course, you've got some idea how to stop her.
I'm working on it.
Well, I ain't going to hold my breath.
A conspiracy between Lindsay and RJ. That's an interesting theory. Did you ever overhear any of their conversations?
No, they were careful. More careful than I'd be if I was just talking about the weather.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I'm not sure we could use anything you'd say.
Why not?
Because I'm not 100% sure that you've been totally honest with me. I mean, I'm not sure you've told me the absolute truth in the past.
What do you mean?
I mean that I think there's things that went down in the woods where we found MacIver's body. There's things that you haven't been saying.
Look, Bo, I swear.
No, don't do that. Please. And if you're not going to tell me exactly what went down out there, then please don't lie to me. I still have a reasonably good opinion of you, Christian. I'd like to keep it that way. Once you're going out there with everybody else, I got to get Hank on the phone and see if I can nail down this court order.
So you're going ahead with it?
Yes, I'm going to get a sample from Lindsay and from Jen. And hopefully, I'll get to the truth, too.
How dare you accuse me of murdering someone when you almost ran Dorian over?
Oh, Mom, do not bring that up. You hear me? Don't. Jess and I had just lost our baby, and you know that I was probably capable of killing Dorian myself.
Sorry. I didn't mean to speak to you that way. It's just that I'm so close to the breaking point with this whole thing. Please forgive me. I hope you'll still come tonight.
Well, yeah, if Will's there, I'll be there.
Good. Listen, Will, could you do me a favor and go to the gallery and just check on everything, make sure it's okay? I have to stay here and take care of all this.
Yeah, you'll be all right?
Yes, I'll be fine. Maybe Jessica could help you.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best things we can do right now.
What was that all about?
Who knows? So how'd it go with Bo? He's not really gonna make me do that hair test thing, is he?
Thanks, Hank. I appreciate it. Hey, John.
Hey, Bo.
Did you get that sample from Melanie?
You know, I spoke with her. She said she'd come in. I think.
You think? What does that mean?
I gotta be honest with you, Bo. When I spoke with her, she was pretty unnerved when I told her she had to give a hair sample.
There we go. You're gonna stop torturing me? You're gonna leave Nora alone. Where is she?
No answer?
No, she's probably on her way.
I couldn't change Bo's mind. He's getting a court order to get a hair sample from you and your mom.
But Bo thinks that your boss killed Colin, doesn't he?
But if he does, he can't prove it.
So now he's picking on us? Like we're runners-up?
Bo's a fair guy, Jen. I mean, this hair thing is just something that he has to do.
Nora.
Hello, Detective. Scalped any innocent ladies lately?
Where's Melanie?
She's not here yet?
No, she's not.
Oh. Well, I'm sure she'll be along shortly then.
Bo's been calling her on the phone. She's not answering.
Maybe she turned it off. Or the battery died or something.
Or something.
John, I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
Oh, Counselor, I'm sure there is too. I'm just afraid it's not going to be one that makes Bo very happy.
Christian, I would appreciate it if you would stop upsetting my daughter. She's got enough to worry about right now.
Jen has something to worry about? Or are you the one that's worried? You have reached the law office of Nora Buchanan. Please leave a message and I'll call you back.
It's Max, Nora. I need to see you as soon as possible.
Star doesn't have to worry. Because I'm not going to go to prison.
Because attempted murder is a misdemeanor now.
Max would never send the mother of his child to prison. And that's why I conned Max into believing that I was pregnant with his baby in the first place. And the fact that I'm really pregnant with this child doesn't change anything. It just means that, well, I can count on Max now.
Putting an awful lot of faith in Max, aren't you?
I don't need faith in Max. I have his baby, and that changes everything.
Sure does. Have a nice life. I'm gonna go take my daughter away from these ugly headlines.
Yeah, your ugly headlines.
Gotta put food on the table.
Yeah. And you being angry about me having a baby.
Max's baby.
Okay, it's Max's baby. I am pregnant with Max's baby, Todd. And if I could change that, I would, but I can't.
Actually, there is a way that you could change everything.
No. It's my baby. We never agreed to this.
You don't even have to tell?
Max would put me away for good. If he ever found out. Like it or not, this is my ticket out of prison. And if you try to take Star away from me, I can come after you. And I'm telling you right now, I will. I promise you that. And you'll regret it.
So, how's it going, Cleopatra?
Well, well. Long time no Caesar. Hello, Asa Buchanan.
Well, hello to you, Alex All. You know, looking at you in this outfit reminds me of my 8th wife.
And your 9th. So to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit from my dearest ex?
A little business that we can cut the chit-chat and get right to it.
So, Nora, here's the deal. Blair is about to go away to Statesville for attempted murder. Nothing I can do about that, even if I wanted to. So I need to know what I need to do to get sole custody of Blair's and my baby while Mommy's in jail. Happily ever after.
Are Mr. Manning and Miss Starr ready to leave for the airport? Starr!
Go. It's time, okay? You and me.
What do you mean, you and me?
I mean you and me. Like me and you.
What about Mommy? Aren't we gonna wait for her?
You haven't said a word since we left the police station.
What do you mean? I'm checking things out like my mom asked me to.
Something's bothering you, Will. Is it about what happened between your mom and I?
Well, you did call her a murderer.
Yeah, I hate to say this, and I can't believe I am saying this, but she started it.
Yeah, she was upset, and she did start to get obnoxious, but that does not make her a killer.
Look at how defensive she got when Bo asked her to give her a hair sample. Okay, what am I supposed to think?
Just think what I think.
What? Just wait, so because we love each other, I have to think what you think. I have to think that your mom's not acting guilty.
Jessica, I do not care how she is acting. My mother is innocent. She did not kill Colin. I know that.
You know something else, too. What is it? Will? Please tell me.
Melanie, honey, I need you to call me as soon as you get this, all right? Right away. Thanks. I love you.
Who invited you into this conversation?
I did.
Mind your own business, Nora.
I am, Lindsay. I understand Bo has asked for a sample of your hair, and you're not coming forth with it.
What's that got to do with you?
Anything to do with the late Dr. MacGyver has everything to do with me.
Don't you ever get tired of playing that victim role?
You made me the victim. Just like you're making your family a victim. That's right, Jen. Jen is a murder suspect. Melanie is a murder suspect. And you have the ability to end their suffering.
And how am I supposed to do that?
By handing over a clump of your dyed hair and admitting what you did, admitting all your crimes.
What crime?
Crime? Oh, how about murder? Kidnapping? Theft?
Theft!
Theft! You stole my most valuable possessions when you injected me with that needle.
Oh, now we're going to go back to that again.
And we'll keep going back to that until you admit what you've done.
Even if I were guilty, I don't believe I would give you the satisfaction.
Well, I guess I just have to earn it the old-fashioned way. If you don't mind, I'll just take this.
Don't touch me.
You have a hair.
Touch me!
Don't hit me.
Don't touch me!
Leave me. Well, there you go. Now we'll find out if you're innocent.